How we doing? So obviously I'm just on my phone here. I don't have my little ZV-1 to vlog with, but I do want to give an update because today is the 24th of September, and we've been doing some more work. Admittedly, the last week was not crazy productive because I was away on the weekend, and we're just actually getting ready to close. So we're closing on the 30th, so just 6 days away. But we've been in here. We were in here last night, Amanda and I, and we made some progress. So I just want to document it. Let's just take a walk here. So in here now, we've used this as our keeping the stuff that we're keeping space. This is going to be our bedroom. So a lot of stuff in here we've just moved just to kind of get out of the way of the other stuff because this was the first one that we got cleared out and everything. Amanda's room has had a hell of a lot of productivity here. There was furniture all on this wall. It's all gone. We still got to obviously take care of all the clothes. And then there's some more stuff over here, but obviously it's a mess because we're moving. Bathroom, really kind of the same. Didn't do too much there. The big thing was Amanda's room because we're going to get everything out of there, and we have all the furniture now in the living room, which if you'd like any of this, might be gone by the time you see this video, so sorry. But yeah, so we're in here. We've got all this stuff. My plan here was to kind of clear out Amanda's room because at some point, relatively soon, I want to get this carpet ripped out of her room because it's the last one upstairs that we need to do. And I wanted to get all this out of here. So ideally, if we could have somebody, I'm going to try to list this on like Facebook Marketplace or something, even just kind of for free or it's going to be trash or whatever, because we don't need any of this stuff, but it's still, usable. Somebody should probably come get it. So if we can get all this out of here though, right? If we can get all this out of here, then our plan was to go back into that bedroom where the stuff was that we're keeping, kind of bring that out into this area, moving a lot of stuff, but we're just, we're not moving from the house. Like unfortunately, we just had things in the house that need to stay. So we're just moving stuff around. I don't mind it. It's fine. It's 5 feet. So we grab the stuff from over here. We are in the bedroom. We bring it over here. And then once we have that, once like everything's kind of out of here, I'm trying to remember my order of operations that I wrote down. And this room is like kind of empty. Then we need to really get down to business and start thinking because we don't know what we're gonna do with this floor. Like on video here, it doesn't look terrible, but this room's probably the best. You can kind of see that there's a little bit of stuff, kind of going on. When you move into the hallway, there's some more marks and things like that. And then in here, there's, it's just some, it's not even weird. It's not even like scratches or anything. It's just like weird, like, black, like little spots and stuff. So the point being that we need to figure out what we're going to do with this floor. And we have two options. The first option is refinish the floor, sand it or whatever you have to do with hardwood floor, which I would not be doing that myself. There's no way in hell I'd be doing that myself. But that's potentially option one. It wasn't the original plan, but that's potentially option one now that we know what the floor looks like. If that doesn't work though, option two is to just put down an underpad thing and then vinyl, like vinyl plank. I like that idea because I think it's gonna ultimately, it's probably gonna like look nicer and go with the feel that we're looking for in the entire house. But it's definitely more expensive and it's way more work for me. So I'm not really opposed to either one. So the order of operations is get somebody in here to see if this is worth like salvaging, like if it's possible to like come through here with a sander or whatever, just like a deep clean type thing and get all this stuff off of here and make it look nice enough to do. The other thing too is this had like multiple layers of carpet on here. So there's definitely places, I tried to get every single staple out of the floor, but there's definitely places where there's still like, some staples and stuff. So I want to make sure that we don't get, we're not walking around here on bare feet and getting messed up. So there's all that. I got to figure that out. I got to have somebody to come here and just see if this is, worth trying to do that worth. If we don't refinish the floor, if we do refinish the floor, then we just we got to get it done because like I'm pretty sure they'd have to sand and I don't want to get that on the paint and everything like that. I'm pretty sure that's the way that you would do it, I would assume. I don't know 100%, but I got to figure that out. But let's say they don't refinish and let's say we go the vinyl route. Kind of thinking that's probably more likely, but let's say we don't do that. Then we'd have an empty room in here and and we'd have to paint. So we're gonna go white on the wall. It's like a mint right now. White on the wall. Probably gonna paint this trim white, even though I think it's stained, so we're gonna have to see what we can do there. And then paint the ceiling a white as well. So probably like all like a very similar color. I'd love to paint like, obviously this trim as well, it's gonna get painted white. I'd love to get these doors to be white, and I'd love to have black hardware. Is like the ultimate modern look. And then if we do the vinyl, like a dark gray. If everything in this room was white, the hardware on the doors, and the hinges and everything was black, and the floor was a dark gray vinyl, this place would look nasty. So we'll see if that, kind of pans out, how we end up doing that. That's a lot of work. I mean, that's a lot of painting, obviously. You got to paint everything in the entire room if you do something like that. Plus do the floor. So it's definitely a tall task, but we'll see how that goes. The other thing is, too, that, we're going to try to do something about the HVAC. My dad's going to help me with that one. So we got to check that out. But, other than that, though, we're moving along. We're pretty far along for not even having the house in our name yet. So definitely had a nice luxury and a great advantage there. But, yeah, this is the big thing right now. We're just trying to get the rest of the stuff up here out of here. And then the kitchen basically is kind of just, the same as stuff. So we'll work on that. Let's go downstairs here. Obviously, we're still trying to clear a lot of the stuff out here. And then if we go back to the back room here, we have our studio now. So we set this up the other day. We did an AM and the PM podcast from right here. This is super fucking exciting, honestly. This is going to be our studio space. It's not done. We're going to, change some stuff here. But for the interim, this is fantastic because I don't have to take this shit down. Thank God. It just sits here. This is great. I'm so excited about this, to have an in-home studio. But we'll remodel that and everything. Some stuff here, not sure. I think some of this is like Amanda's and ours here, so we'll check out what's going on here. I really like this little space too. This is like a little crawl space underneath the steps. I would love a if I can get a decent shot of this here. There's like basically a little doorway here with nothing there. I would love a little, like one of those little pull white accordion door things here. So we'll try to figure out if we can get that. I got to wrap all this carpet up. There's some stuff here. I took it out. Got to wrap all this carpet up and throw it out because obviously all that carpet's going to be gone anyway, so we're not going to need that. There was a little toilet over there that was just disconnected, gone. There was a little like a dresser thing here that's gone. I think we're going to keep the freezer. Not 100% sure. The big thing about obviously a laundry room is your washer, dryer, your stationary tub. But the big thing is, storage too, obviously. You want to have, soaps, you want to have detergent and all that sort of stuff. So we have a couple of these things in here right now. And then this is like to fold clothes. Like we'll get the stuff there. We have that little thing up there too. This little, cabinet tree thing. And there's also a treadmill in here that I took out there, which we might use in the gym. So we're very excited for that. That's the last step, but that's super exciting. Okay, but the point about the laundry room, though, is I really think that this laundry room is fucking huge, honestly, right? So I think that we could really do something cool here where we utilize either these two things here or we just kind of like, change the way that they are, like turn them or something like that, and really have a cool usage of storage space, right? For those things, like I was saying, like whatever, all that sort of stuff. So the point here, though, or another big point here, is that this is going to be the studio, like we said, and at some point, Minnie, our cat, is going to be here. So we're going to have a door on this. Like somehow I don't know how to hang a door, but we'll figure that out. But we're gonna do our best to get a door on this. So kind of needs to have a little bit more room, I would assume. I don't know if it's going to open in or out. I haven't figured all that out yet. But the point is that this is going to change a decent bit. We're going to need to be able to, just change up the layout and everything like that. But I'm excited about this. Laundry room's big. Should be no problem with that. Again, getting some stuff out of here. Garage is coming along as well. I need to gather up some more trash and kind of just like put it towards like, where the exterior here, like the door or whatever, so I can take it out on trash day. And yeah, but we're moving right along here. So it's still September 14th, and I still only have my phone. So quality is meh, but I wanted to document this because I did a lot more work outside. So we have here the remnants of a bunch of 3, big bags of like clippings and everything like that. It's a bird, but I have clips in other videos from the way that this kind of looked and everything before. So I'm no master landscaper, but I definitely cleared a lot of that off. So there's a lot more that, just kind of clearing it, making it a little bit off the house there. I think it's looking nice. Definitely could clean up a little bit more, but that was a little bit here. Let me go around to actually that side of the house, but you can't really get through that way. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna show you from the front of the house view down that right-hand side. So we're at the front of the house here. Now we're on the side. You can see I took a lot down here. So I think in the exterior, like kind of video that I did, just kind of showing the initial exterior, I think I did a decent job of showing what was here. There's a couple trees like right underneath this AC thing, a couple trees here. Those are now in this dead pile here. There was a couple little bit more stuff down there. So I took a lot of that out. And there was also a couple things like on the wall there. So this, I've been working with these cables. Like I've never seen cables go up on a roof like that. That's a little weird. Those are coax cables. Definitely gonna get that one out of there. This one's probably gonna come out of there too, because we're not gonna have cable or anything. We're just gonna have Ethernet running through the house. So, but there's a couple things on the wall down there that I saw that weren't being used. And I'm trying to really get rid of all the shit that's not being used, because I just want things to be simple, and I don't want any questions if we end up selling the house or anything. Like, what is this stuff? Even though I don't think anybody would be as crazy as me, but there was this bar in the ground. It's just like a grounding bar, and it was literally not being used at all. You can see like this is old as shit. So I just took that out and made sure that I filled in the hole with like a little bit of dirt and stuff. Just stuff like that. Just going around making sure that everything's kind of tidy and clean. The other thing too is like, I'm doing that on the inside, on like the walls, like all the nails and everything, because we're gonna paint. But out here, like I would like to paint this house at some point. I think that'd be really cool to paint the brick and the block like all the same color. And we'd have to get the stuff off the, not necessarily, but it's probably nice to just make sure that the surface is relatively clean of like things like, like that thing that was stuck on there, or these wires and things. So yeah, and my next thing is to try to figure out, we got to get somebody to do this, get this out of there and repatch like the brick, and then do drywall inside, and I guess get rid of that awning thing. But I also want to figure out what's going on with those wires, because there's those 2 wires. That one doesn't really go anywhere. That one, this one close, goes into the garage, and then it splits like 6 different ways. I guess its source is over on this side, on the right side of the house here. So its source is over here, and it like comes down, I guess. So I'm trying to clean this off a little bit and figure out what the fuck's going on here, because there's this other cable that splits in and goes over, and it's right there. It's disconnected now because it was in Amanda's old room, and I just decided that I'm just gonna cut all these coax cables and pull them out. So yeah, got some things going on. We're moving. But yeah, some good progress there. That's the exterior, a little bit of an update. So yeah. Hello. Yeah, so I don't know when we'll be actually moving in, but it should be probably, I would say, within like a month or so. Maybe that's ambitious, but the next big steps, as far as like right now, 24th, you kind of see where we're at currently. The next big steps are kind of how I was laying out, but I got to start a couple big things right off the top. Got to start looking at paint to get some of that. We got to clean everything too before we paint. We got to clean like the walls and the ceiling and everything. I would say like the floor and everything. That's why I was thinking about that refinishing of the floor. I really don't think that we should paint before we do all that, if there's any sanding or whatever that they would need to do there. So we got to figure that out. The other big thing is in the living room, there's that AC unit on the wall that we're going to take out, and there needs to be like patched with brick on the outside basically, and then like drywall or whatever on the inside. Got to figure out somebody to do that, because it's out of my range of expertise. So we're doing that, taking down a tree in the front yard, and just the floor thing. So once we kind of do all that, and obviously we're going to close here on the 30th, so we'll update you on that. But a lot of good stuff going. I gotta actually finish up some stuff here and then go edit these videos because I haven't posted anything as of today. So yeah, we gotta get on that. But all right, well, anyway, this is probably gonna be it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. We greatly appreciate it. We're moving and grooving. It's been another video. So we'll talk to you in the next one.